We are off to the movies now, and a new film from Mel Gibson is putting a pretty dark twist on traditional Christmas movies. The actor stars in Fatman as Santa himself, who is being hunted by a naughty boy who's out for revenge.
Weekend Sunrise movie man Jason Jabba Davis joins us now.
Our resident naughty
Jabba.
boy.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't really your typical Christmas holiday movie.
That's right, Ange. Good morning, Matt. And maybe this is my chance for revenge on Mel Gibson, but I shook his hand at the Hacksaw Ridge premiere and he said, "Oh, have you got a thyroid condition?"
Oh!
No,
yeah,
Mel,
he wasn't
just
very nice to me either.
Sweaty hands. Look, I love Mel Gibson. I think he makes incredible movies, and I wonder with his choice of roles over the last few years, is he looking to get us feeling sorry for him? Because he's chosen some absolute stinkers. And this is probably his worst role, which is saying a lot because he's had some bad ones just this year. And it is sad because the filmmakers, two brothers from the United States, have been working on the film for 14 years. They actually came across him while he was promoting Hacksaw Ridge, and they said he looked like he was carrying the weight of the world, and they looked at one another and went, "There's our fat man." It's a script they worked on for over a decade, and I think the guys thought they'd combine two films set at Christmas, namely Home Alone and Die Hard, and create a whole new Christmas classic. Boy, did they get that wrong. Of course, Fat Man is Jolly St. Nick, a.k.a. Kris Kringle, played by Mel. He's a gruff old chap struggling to pay the bills, but still loved by his wife, Ruth. The setup for the film is that Fat Man / Santa has to battle a hitman sent by a discontented, spoiled child who receives a lump of coal for Christmas. The kid's name's Billy. It's a pretty misleading premise because the eventual showdown happens in the last 10 minutes of the film when the assassin Skinny Man, played by the awesome Walton Goggins, finally works out where Santa lives at the North Pole and arrives. Only to discover, it's all in the trailer, only to discover that the US military is installed because Santa's doing them a favour. He's turned the Elven workshop into a missile HQ factory. It is
They worked
bizarre.
on this for 14 years.
Yeah, David Strang gave it 1 star, and I've never seen him review anything that low. So let's reluctantly, you're warned, let's take a look at Fat Man.
Built this up.
I'm a silly fat man in a red suit. I mean, you think it's cute, but this is what people actually think of me. Christmas is a farce. I am a joke. There hasn't been any real spirit of the season anymore, not for years. I should have charged them royalties for my image. Now, that's what we should have done.
That's not who we are.
No, we're only the largest economic stimulus in the entire world. Christmas generates $3 trillion in the U.S. alone. We can't even pay our power bill. You think there's something wrong with that?
So there were a couple of laughs in the cinema where I saw it new. So where it's pretty quiet at the moment. There's not a lot of, amazing films happening. And I think the whole joke here is it's Mel Gibson as Santa.
I'll never get that 30 seconds back.
No.
Sorry, guys.
You gave it 2 stars. That's actually quite
two
generous.
stars, so you've slammed it, and then you've given it 2 stars.
I couldn't just give it 1. Look, it's neither naughty nor nice.
Be that scathing. Give it 1. Goodness. Be a man of your conviction.
I did have 2 laughs. You've got to save the ones for the it is appalling.
Very generous.
Where's the graphics team? Take a star off it, okay?
Yeah,
we've talked him into it.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, you've got a fresh take on romantic comedies coming to streaming.
Absolutely. So, sorry about that. Just kicking the ring light there out of excitement. Palm Springs stars Andy Samberg and Kristen Milioti, who's a fantastic actress. She's been in Black Mirror. This is a real, it's just a fresh take on Groundhog Day, basically, where Andy plays Niles. He's trapped in an infinite time loop at a wedding in Palm Springs. Into the scenario comes Sarah, who's Kristen Milioti. She's the sister of the bride. She joins Niles in living out each day over and over and over again, trying to find a way out of the time loop. Sleeping doesn't work. Dying doesn't work. There just doesn't seem to be a way out of the time loop. To make matters worse, J.K. Simmons is in there as Roy, who intermittently rocks up to try and torture Niles. I watched this with Mel, and hilarious all the way through, really heartwarming as well. Streaming on Amazon Prime. Let's take a look at Palm Springs.
Day so far? Today, tomorrow, it's all the same.
You! What is going on? Hey, get out of the water!
Guess you followed me. It's one of those infinite time loop situations you might have heard about.
That I might have heard about?
Yeah. The second you fall asleep, it all just goes back to the start.
Well, then what's the point of living?
We kind of have no choice but to live.
No, I'm gonna get out of this.
Suit yourself. See you tomorrow.
Now, our director was just in my ear telling me how much he's looking forward to watching this after the show. It is the hilarious and heartwarming time loop movie, 4 stars. No matter what you think it looks like, it really delivers. Extremely funny, a great take on the Groundhog Day source code kind of time loop film. Really worth checking out.
Looks good. Thank you, Jabba.
Yeah, that looks
Thanks,
good. Much better
guys.
than the Mel Gibson thing. You don't want to see him that on loop. Thanks, Jab.